Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. After months of negotiations, the U.S. House has finally agreed to a $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill. Here's a look at what it contains. You can see that a good chunk of the funding would be used to improve roads and bridges. There's also money to update the electric grid, expand rail and broadband, and remove lead pipes. And congressional leaders say there are important things in the bill for agriculture having to do with conservation, including moving to greener technologies and innovations.
I can tell a number of Republicans it would have been hard not to vote yes for this bill, even though it was delinked from the Build Back Better bill I think in a significant way, and I know that helped get a number of other Republicans to vote for it, because the fate of the Build Back Better reconciliation bill is still very murky. Chip, this does not signal that the votes are there at this particular time, but most Americans would say we need funding for our infrastructure.
Ag leaders so far calling the infrastructure package a win for agriculture, many hoping it would help alleviate the supply chain crunch. Now, American Farm Bureau President Zippy Duvall saying, quote, "We cannot afford to ignore the millions of miles of roadways, waterways, and railways rural America relies on to keep our country fed, especially as we see widespread supply chain challenges," end quote. Now, Mike Stinghook of the Soy Transportation Coalition saying, quote, "The supply chain challenges over the past year have highlighted the reality that we can get supply right and we can get demand right, but if we do not get infrastructure right, we as an industry and a broader economy will not flourish," end quote. Now, the president is expected to sign the infrastructure bill soon.